Tansei, okay. This here is my protector. This is my boy. He is on the table. He has a woman with him now, and he's been more happy. I added a female and ceramic native doll that was given to me by Sangha when I went out there. He told me he had seen one and he was going to bring them. So let's do introductions, who I am, so people don't get mad. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many of my friends call me Mama Bear Claw. Welcome to my channel. And let's talk about Satangas, Sabis, Sasquatch, Bigfoots, orbs, UFOs, and medicine, herbs, and things like that. So, and I do want to congratulate to Robin again for the raffle. Thank you. I am going to be leaving. It was canceled, but I'm still going out there. So I do thank you for that. Let's see who is to come in. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you like. It is totally free. I want to talk about some stuff. Dansei, Unreal. Oh, greetings. ¿Cómo estás? Lisa, sweetheart. Hi, hi. Thank you. Thank you for coming and enjoying this beautiful morning. Been up very early in the morning. And told my husband, I'm going to get up with you if you don't mind to wake me up. Because I get up about 4 a.m. Then I do my prayers outside. And I continue doing the prayers for about an hour. And then I go to the room and take my medicine, go try to take a nap. And then my husband says, you fell asleep? You usually don't. I've been catching up. So, of course, it's good. It's good to rest. So, please enjoy everything here. Let me, that's not what I wanted to. I wanted to, let's see if I can. Okay. Somehow I am not able to. Okay. Really? Am I able to now? Let's see. Let me see. It is. don't like my new phone. You can't message this group. Why? Says you are no longer in this group. Can't send or receive calls or message unless you are added back on. Okay. Well, I did not know. Goodness, 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 goodness. Oh well. Okay. Let me go ahead and get out of here. That's what I'm trying to do is get you off my. All right. Let me bring this down and come here. There we go. Here. Alrighty. Sorry, I was trying to click on and let's see. Well, now let's talk about some things. One, I am so proud that Robin got the moccasins. My husband Tony and my brother Anthony, and I do thank my 8 relatives for putting in. And I had did the raffle, and there will be some packages going out. Robin's will have to wait. Hers will have to wait a little bit. It takes a while for me to do the moccasins, but I'm just starting. So anyway, I like to say greetings to everybody. Good morning. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many call me Mama Bear Claw. Let me see if I can bring this here. See this bear was going to be one of my logos, and then have Mama Bear Claw on it. And for some reason, I don't want to. Sorry, people. Nope. There. No. Gosh darn it. Oh, well. Let me just tab more. There we go. Better. I don't mind him being up here or on the side. I just don't want to be in the face. To me, that's like I'm blocking the energy. So congratulations again to the raffle people. And we did go, and we got back. We went to Oregon, got back like at noonish, and then I was watching um, this channel. It's Richie Bennett and Wojo. And when I got there, some of the elders were watching too. And then I had put it on the TV screen over at my daughter's place, and they were watching through my laptop camera to the TV. And they said they were really respectful. And then when yesterday live was done, I showed them the live from before the night, the evening investigation. And Jennifer, Jennifer Featherin is her last name, Featherin. And she's one of the elders. And she was telling me there's so many around them. So, and they're very, very polite. And that was nice. Oh, Sammy. Hello there, sweetheart. I have both girls here. Wow. That's awesome. Yes, the I know the big, like I was just saying, the big guy was very, very close. And the gentleman, their guest, I know his name. I'm not going to say it because I didn't have permission to speak his name. And I will say that they watched when I showed it them, and they were like, it was all 10 council members. And they were like, wow, he is actually right there. Okay, Sparky, thank you, sweetheart. And I was trying to tell him, don't let him go off further than, because he was very close. And then the structure area, the nesting area, the big structures. Oh yes, very much excitement. And I try to protect them and guide them to come a little more. But you can't, it's hard to tell them, because even for myself, I get so excited. And that you want to just like me, I would not have gone into their nesting area, because that is their domain, their passion. And I respect that. And I'm not saying they don't, but they do respect them. I would sit kind of close and stay there quietly like they were, and allow them to come and go around you, because they can feel you. Even from 75 or 100 yards from you, they can still feel you. They can feel your energy. They can read your mind. And as I tell everyone, and when they do listen, everyone, they will shut down your electronics. That means your cell phone. Your cell phone will have glitches. Or if you're doing a camera, that would have glitches. So, yes, you can put down Brandy's too. And Richie Bandit and Sanga's, yours. There are many, many things out there more than you expect. It's a thing I tell everyone. Please do not whistle at night. Because if you whistles, We indigenous natives believe and we have sacred laws that we like to stay with it. We tell our children never whistle at night because you don't want to be welcoming something. You don't want them to come and try to attack you. No, you don't want that. Because it is called the it. We are not allowed to say the name. It's just, we can say rake, we can say winkle, but the other one we're not allowed. Because that one is more powerful than a rake. A shapeshifter is much as bad as a it. Because the it can shift into something else. So at times we don't understand. Goodness. They're watching. I have some council people watching. Atones. Okay. Mana nesto ako ay nakutaway teach pa. Greetings, Forrest and here. Let's introduce this person coming on. I think we all might know him. Let's give him a welcome. Hello, Sparky.
Hey, Mama.
Hello, greetings. How are you?
Doing good. We're getting on our firewood, so that's good.
Yes, it's important to make sure you do have your firewood, but I hope you got it from a dead tree.
Yes.
I will say, people, trees speak. Trees give out the energy. The trees can cry, and you can hear them cry. So if you need energy, hug a tree, palm tree, oak tree, walnut tree, almond tree, redwood trees. What do you call them? Any tree around you is very, very important. Um, Not that they help us have the oxygen in our area, but they're there for a purpose of Mother Earth. Now, I will say if you remove a tree, you must put something back down, tobacco or some seeds, because that's saying you're asking Mother Earth to forgive you for taking this tree. It's very important. People say, well, why do Native people have to? It's not just Native ways. I'm saying it is important that you tell Mother Earth, thank you for allowing me to take this. And I know this dead tree is sending, because the root, it will going to connect to another tree. And it's going there. When that tree has already connected to another tree, then it's permission to take the tree. So, it is important. And give grace, please. Thank you. It's important. Everybody says I pray too much, one even for a tree. To me, that's life. That's everything.
I don't think. Can you pray too much? I don't think you can. I'm just saying. I'm really lucky. So I do go out and get my own trees, and they're all either they just got knocked over, dead fallen, or they had the bug issue. Most of my logs actually come from a family business that does roads for the Forest Service. So they have to take out a lot of trees doing that. So normally they would just shred them or stack them and burn them. And so I'm allowed to actually, because they're super nice, I buy them from them. So they actually have a purpose instead of just being burnt as a pile.
Right. It is important. And, but many people don't know how important it is. Yes, it helps us make a home, if but sometimes people take advantage of more than what we should. And do we actually I'm not going to say what I just saw. Today's wow, it's been wild since this morning when I got up at 4 and did a prayers. I had birds on my fence. I had my hummingbird in the back right here, and I'm standing there, and I have my clan here. They're in the shed, and when the birds come out, they come out. It's like they're giving messages. And I had a crow over here on the left side. And you see the little brown birds on the right, and I'm like, do you want to join me in prayer? The crow kept mocking. And I said, if you've got a message, then speak. Tell me now. And it just flew away. And I'm like, okay. Then I asked the brown birds, what is going on? They tell me many things. Weather is changing. The ground will be moving again. So certain areas will be having earthquakes. And are you dinging, or is that me?
No, I'm muted, so I don't mess up your thing.
I've been trying to, this new phone I do not like. And I've been trying to, you are no longer.
Yeah, birds are good messengers for sure, and they've always been. You know, when they come over, you know, there's a message that's trying to be put forward.
I've been trying to get back in. Richie says that I left the group, and I didn't even know there was a group, and I shared it with him, and I don't know. I'll tell him I'm live now. I'll deal with it.
Woodpeckers have a special meaning, and I honestly don't remember the meaning if you have more than one woodpecker around all the time. Ghost Girl was just saying she had a whole bunch on her deck. I can't remember the meaning of that, but there's a special meaning.
Woodpeckers are honorable. They protect you, and they're also guiding you. So if you have 4 that are around you this morning, they're trying to give you vision. They also can to tell you that if something's coming, always prepare yourself. Your mind, prepare yourself. People say woodpeckers are bad. No. They're like squirrels. They're little. They'll tell you, oh, someone's here, someone's coming. Like the satangas, they communicate with them. Oh my goodness, I got 3 blue jays. They come to listen. No, my hummingbirds. I had one woodpecker, and he just stopped one day and never have heard from him anymore. How long ago? The blue jays. You know, the blue jays, they always like to move my hummingbirds because I have a feeder, And today I'm going to go get a new feeder and put it down on the corner of my home so they can have it this corner, and this corner. And then I have a bird bath, and the fountain is going, and they all come and take little baths. I've seen the little hummingbirds sit at the edge and get their wings like this. So my feeder, got to put more water for them.
Yeah,
Let's see.
bluebirds can be bullies. Sparrows can be bullies. Denise has a good one.
What? What did you say?
Forest friend? Yeah.
2 days ago, I was upset and to me crying. A gray, almost silver bird landed in my open window, stopped and looked at me and flew away. I never seen that type of bird because it was sending you a message. So you need to understand that when you are upset, they will approach you. See, many people think blue jays, crows, or
Magpies, finches. Yeah.
They're not being mean. They're just all trying to give you guidance. Each individual, each different bird, they do have different meanings. They say, "Oh, crow means death." No, no.
Oh, Sam, that's interesting. The butterflies, those are actually tuned to more spirits for the woods if they come around.
Butterflies. This is why many people put tattoos on them because of a memory of someone. Butterflies also deliver messages. It could be them itself trying to connect with you because you had a thought of them, or you're being emotional, just like how the birds were with Gigi. Butterflies can be the one that had left. The person had left you. Could be your grandmother, could be your brother, it could be a distant friend or a cousin. They're thinking of you, so they're trying to communicate with you. Also, too, butterflies like high energy. Yes,
They're also tied to fairies. So sometimes they say fairies come in the form of butterflies.
yes, that is true. That is true. And they are a cousin to the butterfly. I mean, the fairy flies. They are a relative to them. I will say that, yes. Well, hello, Nicole. Thank you for joining. Butterflies, when you are in the woods or in mountains, you'll see butterflies. Then that means you're very close to many fairies. They say fairies don't come out during the day. They do. They come out during the day to get what they need to gather, so at night they are protected. And
Would you say they're kind of like the little people? So when they're out during the day, they do take other forms, so they don't stand out, so they can get close and see what we're doing and get what they need.
correct. it's the same thing as when the little people are out, and you got to remember they do have homes in the trees. The little people, you will see them in many areas. A lot of people say, "I don't see you in the woods." You're not. Then your mind is not opened, and your eyes are not searching properly. But believe me, if you feel that you're lost, sometimes I'll give little signs how to get out.
And yes, Ghost Girl, fairies do take the form of hummingbirds. That's why, especially in lore, if you saw a hummingbird come at you and like come around you, that was a very special gift that they were coming that close.
Yes, they can attach to your energy too. And it can be where they want. I'm going to eat something. Sorry, people. I got to eat. As my grandmother used to say to me when I was young, ni que wo na te calle. Meaning, keep your eyes open, allow your mind to wander with the person, because she claimed them as people, not as animals. I have respect for the little people. I have respect for all creatures because we live with them. We have taken some of their homes away, and they're trying to live on this earth as we are. They don't want to, hurt anybody. They can get nasty now. They can. They can
But
also
that only comes with disrespect. If you disrespect them, and you might not think it's that big a deal, but to them that could be.
Correct. And this is why you have many of the smaller brown birds always on lookout and chip, 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 because they let them know. They are alarming them that things is coming that you shouldn't be around. And they do hide.
And I would say, I would love to get your thoughts on this. So I would say the little people that usually are in forest, that are usually with trees, are more gentle natured than the ones that live in the desert, the brush, in the canyons.
Those are different.
They're a little more aggressive. They're a little more standoffish.
Yes, the ones in the desert, like in Nevada, the land that we are planning to try to get, there is a desert people there, and they are a little aggressive. Now, I've also been told they can be aggressive if you show them purpose of kindness. They won't give you aggressiveness.
I was always told they're more, because of their environment, they're more standoffish, and therefore they're more a little aggressive. Once you win them over by respect of where they're at, what they're doing, they turn around really quick.
Right.
Would that be correct?
Yes, and they will leave quick. Even the nice ones too, that are very common around. But if you do something wrong, they're turn around and leave quickly, because they don't want to be, oh, you were around, and this and this and that. No, it's just the same way as humans. But again, we indigenous natives have respect for them, and we have to also ask forgiveness for many different things.
And I think that's why, like, forest dwelling little people, we act different. Like when we go in, hi, how you doing? We respect them. We might leave a gift. But when you go to the desert or brushland, little people, that's when we tend to either do a ritual to say thank you, I am here, I accept you, and then leave gifts. We do more of a ceremony to show them how respectful we are. Would that be more correct?
That is correct. Before, yes. I know that your journey is going towards 3 different ways. And you're trying to get
I'm always
more.
going that way.
You are like the Indian star. Do you know what the Indian star is?
No.
I'll show you what an Indian star is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ghost Girl,
Hello,
the dark visitor that I had in my, I think you meant barn, the one that threw me out the door. He's no longer in there. He was down in the garage for a while, and I think my guy down there booted him out because I haven't heard or hear from him in a long time. So,
by the red barn. What about the lady by the tree, by the old stump, and the car?
So they're still up in our what we call the bakery. I think the lady's still down below. We have the one guy that's up top that just doesn't like to talk to people at all. The one that she's talking about was the one in the barn that was a roamer. As I was talking to a spirit that was in there, he just came in like a bull in a china shop. We had a come to Jesus moment with him. And so I sent him down to the garage and said, that's the only building you can be in, because that's the one that we have the Native American, the kid, and the other guy. Remember we talked about that? And they are very strong of how, because I leave like radio on, I leave the TV on, I leave batteries charged in there for they can drain all of those all the time. So when somebody comes up that's not really nice, that guy just like, you're out. So yeah, everything's good now.
Good. I haven't gone over there. Yeah, but I know when I was there, I was telling you about the lady. Wow. Got plenty of darkness coming out trying to attack. But yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I know that you were like everywhere. That's why I say you're like the native star. So you're like going here and there and there.
There's a lot been going on. I mean, and I think part of it was my daughter's wedding. We had a ton of stuff going on for that. And then after that, we had they all kind of left and went back to their home, if you will. We had that odd smell, and luckily, talking to you, we figured that one out. And now she's gone. She just came in apparently to watch and check up on me and everything else. So yeah. Good.
Shannon is here, people. Let's greet her. This is a very close friend of mine. Welcome. She popped in now and then. She is one of the beautiful, they say, she said, oh, they call me Bigfoot. She's very tall lady like me. So, Sangha, you want to come and join? I know that she is a very beautiful butterfly. Many people also had asked me, and also some of the council members, they're saying that they were getting information from other elders about how to understand your area, your perimeter, your home. I always say, you can, there are many people with a lot of plants. Shannon's one of them. She takes them very to pride. And that is wonderful because she's welcomed them. And other fairies, um, ladybugs. Ladybugs are good. They're not always bad either. Remember that. Hummingbirds, too, they want to feel loved. When some people feel loved in the woods or the mountains or desert, but you have to remember too, plants around the home speak. Playing music for them, get all kinds of different music. It don't have to be, old school or Christianity or flutes.
And that's a good point. Is like sometimes people are like, well, I want to attract the right things in my home. Is like plants is a really good way to do that. If you have plants in your
the
area,
plants can also take the bad energy out.
Yes.
But you also want to make sure that plant is reformed back to it because it can. Yes, cleansing a home, I do. I cleanse my home almost every other day or at least twice a week. If I feel I'm safe, I don't feel any bad energy, I might just take a little bit and just smudge. In fact, JP, I didn't mean to ignore you, sweetheart. Many blessings to you, sweetheart.
Ghost Girl has a really good question about mirrors. Mirrors are a tricky thing.
Mirrors can be portals. Yes, they are. They're as well as a window. Mirrors more definitely because it can come in and out. And sometimes you can see the rings of it. It might lead some yellowish, grayish, greenish around.
Yeah, I've seen the grayish. And remember, it's like for mirrors, number one, you shouldn't ever have them reflecting in each other. No. I had an issue with that. I got an antique mirror, and I didn't realize it reflected into my bathroom mirror that reflected into a body mirror on the other side of the room. And I had like issues. And so like she's saying, how can I cleanse a mirror? Personally, I did both Celtic and native signals, basically like runes to put on the mirror. Just put them on sticky notes, put them on there. And then I took water, I blessed it, and I put a cross on it to stop anything using that mirror. A lot of people have different ways. I don't know if you have a special way for like cleansing a mirror so it can't be used as a portal or a window.
I do this to my laptop because also a laptop can be a portal. Camera can be a portal. TV can be a portal. So it is very, very important. If you're a person that's a strong believer and continue to bless your home, bless whatever you're connecting to, you can get a smudge stick, go clockwise. And you go to the windows, same thing, clockwise. Mirrors, clockwise. But you're also doing a prayer. This mirror is not allowed to be a portal. This mirror is not allowed to bring no evil, no negativity. This is only the vision of our face. And it cannot be welcomed in or out to no one.
That's my thought with mirrors is a lot of people like they're saying smudge the mirrors and stuff. I think smudging a mirror is a constant, like every once in a while to keep up what you're already doing. But I think if you think someone's using that, the first off would be heavy, like a prayer or a heavy rite, or using some ancient kind of like, I'm going to stop this now. Now I'm going to keep smudging it to make sure it follows through. Would you agree with that? Or when you do something else.
I agree. It is important to smudge. When you want to do a cleansing in a home, remember to smudge yourself first in a prayer. Start from the front door and leave the door a little open, because you have to have the back door open a little bit too, because it's coming out from the front out. Don't matter if your home, you're starting on the left side or the right side. You still have to have the front door open, the back door a little bit open, so it can come. You're allowing it to come in and come out. You go to one room, your blessing, please. Heavenly Father, I ask of you to bless this home, take out the negativity, evilness. No one is allowed in that shape or form. All I want is comfort and positive energy. Go to the next room and you do the same thing. Mirror, windows, your bed. Now,
I kind of tell people it's like running out a rat. If you have a rat in your house, you got to leave somewhere for it to go.
Right.
But a lot of people, like they say, they smudge their house. They do that and they do a prayer and they go around thinking like the smudge is doing all of it. Well, the smudge, it's making it really stinky. They don't want to be there. It's like a repellent for them. But it's all about, in my opinion, more about taking on the power in yourself of, I'm going to make this work. I trust in my faith. I trust what I'm doing. And that is, oh God, that looked like I went down bad. Smudging to me is more of intent, and then the smudge helps. Are you okay? Yeah, looked like that hurt. That looked like that hurt.
Those pills that I'm still taking, I have to keep taking them for safety reasons, they tell me. They're so big and they're so hard to swallow sometimes. And every time I do it, instead of going down this way, it goes down that way. So my airway is small, and it makes it really hard sometimes. So, excuse me, I didn't mean.
I have another question, because a lot of people, they do have good spirits in their homes or in the area they're at. They don't want to get rid of those, but they want to get rid of the negative ones. I always say, if you want to get rid of everything, use lemongrass, white sage. If you want to just remove the bad ones, you kind of use regular sage, and then you rally up all the good ones, pray, and have like your faith, your prayer, everybody help you push those out. So it's more of a, circling the wagons and getting it out. It is. How do you do that if you know you have good ones in there?
If you have lost loved ones and you still can feel them around you, then they're there. Many times, even friends from the past or family members that are very positive energy, they'll stay in your home. They will try to connect with you to take care of you, so no negativity tries to enter, which is a lot of bad energies, and you cannot allow that. And the good energy, which is your spirits, you'll see orbs sometimes in your home. And again, those are family members. It's just depending on that energy. If you feel that it's a good energy, then they're there for you. They will. How do you smudge?
Can I add something to that? Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on to that one. Ghost Girl just went off the rails. A lot of people say, like, I feel my grandma, or I feel my mother, or my great grandfather, or something, which I have in the past. And they're like, they're here. Remember, a lot of those, they've actually crossed over, and they come back to help you, check on you, help clean your area, help your family, and then they'll go back over. So don't expect them all the time if you're talking to them, because they have an afterlife too. You know what I mean? They can't just hang around all the time. They're not like regular spirits that don't want to cross over, that are here all the time. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I will say this because spirits come and go, and sometimes they'll leave their energy here, and that means it helps you to keep your space, your calmness. Also, too, it's to let them know that they're still alive with you. Even you might forget them here because life goes on. But in here, when they try to touch you and you get all emotional all of a sudden, that's because they're around. They're letting you know it's okay. And it's good to cry too. It's okay
It's
to
just
cry.
like after I smelled that perfume and I talked with you,
Oh,
and then I figured out who that was. I actually tried to do a video twice explaining my post of like I have a different smell. Every time I said her name, I just started breaking down. I'm like, what am I doing? It's like this lady was like a grandfather or a grandmother to me. I've talked about her forever, but right now I can't even do a video explaining who's here. It was very like the emotions were just so ramped up. It was crazy.
that needed to be done. Yes. She said you didn't forget her. It's just she's letting you know she was around. She has been thinking of you. And I believe a lot of our ancestors or close relatives do that still. Well, call her. Put your pretend phone up. All you gotta do, Gigi, baby girl, is talk to her. Sit outside if you're outside and you see the hummingbirds or birds. Sit there, have a cup of hot tea, coffee, or beverage, and start talking. And tell her the truth. You miss her, and it's been a while. But honestly, she's still there with you. Okay. I was just told I didn't have permission to talk to you, to tell you that. Sorry for the intrusion. Got scolded. Oh gosh.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my 2 cents in here because you got that. That means she wants Gigi to reach out.
Yes. I was going to say, like I said, just sit out there and all I got is not your place. So I get the hand on the hip standing in front of me saying that, and I got kind of like, ooh, my mother scolding me, and my mother doesn't hardly ever scold me, but yes, you reach out to her and tell her, and I'm just going to tell you because she's there. Let's bring in another guest. I'm very honored to say this is also my son, Sangha.
Okay.
Everybody knows him, aka Biggie.
What y'all doing today?
So, yes,
Just hanging.
Randy.
I'm hanging.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry I
Brandy.
did step over. Do tell her I apologize. I said it in my mind. I apologize. So
Brandy, if you have a hard time, like if you just sit and like meditate to try to talk to her and just talk to her like she's across the table from you, if you don't get that, sometimes lighting just a simple candle, or if you have, I know you probably have frankincense, incense, that could help like energize the room a little bit, and just talk to her. Keep doing it until you feel better inside, and then you got it.
she'll answer you. You have a very powerful connection with her. I will say that. Also, when people miss a loved one or wish they had the connection, all you have to do is say their name and they'll be right there with you. I mean, they hear you. Some will come in form, some won't. But then you'll start seeing like little gray spots, white spots, depending on their color of them, and it will pop up. Sangha, when are you going out and investigate your area, sir?
Whenever I get some free time, I've been doing a lot of work.
You look tired.
I'm always tired. Beat down.
When are you going to have some time to yourself?
Probably when I die.
I was gonna say with the family and all the stuff he does. Be a minute.
You're most welcome, sweetheart, anytime. Like I said, I am always going to guide you.
What you're talking about too, like if somebody's still alive or something, or even passed on or whatever, if you think about them, you'll end up running into them or popping into them. I know when I think about old friends and all that, and people I ain't seen in a while, then all of a sudden they just pop up out of the blue.
It doesn't mean you got to go get drunk, call them. No. They are very important to you, then call their name. So that way they can come to you. But as you know, sometimes they could be there in your home and they're actually asleep. But mentioning their names always alerts them. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to say I'm busy and life goes on. But at this moment, I feel you. I feel that I need you. So you can talk to them. I'm always talking to my husband. Who are you talking? He goes, I forgot. You might be talking to your family, my clan, or I'm talking. He says, you're always talking to Mama Rainfeather, and I'm like, because I get mad and I hit the counter and I'm like, I'll look like this, and it's her always saying, well, what the? I'm like, please.
Funny thing is, I go outside and talk to the clan.
Yeah,
Mama, you might want to read that from Lisa real quick.
I need to ask prayers for my brother-in-law Jimmy. He had a heart attack Thursday and us in ICU. Okay. Give me his name and I will do a prayer.
His name is Jimmy.
Smart ass.
Oh, Brandy left. I have to get back to work. Okay,
Yeah, she
Brandy,
had to go back to work.
Much love and peace and harmony. Jimmy Montgomery. Okay. How did you know that, Sangha?
It said it in the thing when she wrote it. My brother-in-law, Jimmy.
Oh, she did. I just seen that prayer.
I'm psychic. I just predicted that. No.
I went from prayers to brother-in-law and heart attack. And then my mind closed.
Right on.
So.
I'm just saying it said the name in there.
Oh, I apologize. I will do that.
Yes, we'll definitely throw prayers out for him, Lisa.
Yay, I got me a new heating pad. Had to get me one for my back. My spine has been hurting and hurting and hurting. But
Yeah, you too, huh?
Is it your lower?
Yeah, where they took out the cancer. Yeah. According to my white cells, red cells, I'm a little lower than usual, and now I have to take some other medicine. But my body's is reacting to that one pill, and I don't like it. Then I have the one big one, and then the yellow one.
So everybody keep Mama in their prayers. Get her back healed up. Let's go.
Okay, can you guys talk to? I need to take a break for a second. Sangha, Sparky, and I'm going to mute you guys. Okay.
We got you. So Sangha, what do you have planned going on? Because you do some cool stuff.
Right now, I've not been doing too much of anything. I've just been working and working and working. I got a few family members that are out of work, so I'm the only one holding it down right now.
Got ya. Well, hopefully you get back to what was that? The trail you had that you were putting all the gifts out?
Yeah.
With all the noise? Yeah, that was a cool area.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity out there in the hotspot. It's a few blocks away from the house. Like I tell people, I don't really have to go out or whatever to interact with them and all that. But I mean, I guess to take everybody with me so, people are watching, the content and all that. But they come here like every night on a regular. So I don't have to go searching for them or whatever. They're always here hanging out, moving around the house, peeking in the windows. It's funny because sometimes I'll see them in the window and then they'll duck or they always duck down. But what's funny is sometimes they'll just stand there and they'll have that look on their face like, ooh. And then they just stand there and I'm like, I can see you. And then all of a sudden they duck. Or the one.
I love the last one I saw, you had the kids out with you and the kids were having a blast with it. They really were. It was so fun.
He's into the Sasquatch, and he's got his own medicine bag made by Mama. His first one, she sent him. His sister ripped it up, and he cried or whatever. She sent me an empty bag, and I put some rocks in it, some stuff, and sage. And his sister dumped it out and ripped the bag up, and he was crying. And so I told him, I said, well, let me get you another one. I'll call Mama and ask her for another one. I called her up or whatever. She actually did this one for him because he's so big into it. So his is actually stuffed now like ours. And
nice.
He gets out there or whatever, but he just thinks like he'll say, oh, there's a Bigfoot right there. And then, sometimes, you thinking kid, he's over exaggerating. But when he said it and he pointed, I looked and then I watched him go up the tree. And it's funny because he goes, there he goes. He's going up the tree. and I'm like literally on the live stream watching him go up the tree, and you can
Oh,
see all the
wow.
stuff falling from the tree, whatever, where he's going up the tree. So the kid does see him or whatever. But he gets overexcited. When he's out there, it's like everything's Bigfoot, and any noise or anything like that, it's Bigfoot, Bigfoot, Bigfoot. I try to tell him like everything's not Bigfoot. You know, some stuff's not, but a lot of the times though, the stuff he be seeing and all that, because you know, kids, I don't know, they can see. They say when you're younger, you can see the spiritual realm and all that, and you can see ghosts and all that. So maybe
Yep.
their eyes are different than our eyes, which I kind of believe that, you know, that
Scientifically, they
more
are
spiritual stuff, so they can actually see the cryptid creatures and all that. And so
I can't remember what they call it, but like how you look forward as you're a kid, you see more spectrum, and as you get older, that reduces, so you only see it on the sides. Why we as adults see like dark figures in our peripheral all the time, kids can see it right out front. That is a scientific thing for sure, and they're innocent, so they see more too.
And then, like, you know, they'll be like, oh, they'll be sitting there, like, you know, kids or whatever, they'll be sitting there talking, having a conversation and all that. A lot of people think it's their imaginary mind or imaginary friend, but sometimes they're actually sitting there talking to a spirit or a ghost, thinking it's just a human standing there. They're like, well, you'd be like, well, who are you talking to? Oh, well, Mark, he's standing right there. And you're like, who's Mark? And then, you know, and then they're like, my friend. And then you're like, oh, imaginary, because, you know, us, we take it to the other level. Oh, that's just your imaginary friend. And come to find out, a lot of times it's not an imaginary friend. It's somebody that's actually there with them. So
I think all kids can sense that more than adults because, again, they're innocent, number one. They have the younger eyes, so they can see it out, like when they look at it, straightforward. And then if you have anything in your bloodline that has any sort of gift, that just ramps that up even more. I've seen that. Like my daughter doesn't have that, but my son does. So like when he was a kid, he would tell me, "Is like, yeah, something was running down the hall." Yeah, and I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah, I could hear it at my door, like it wants to come in, like kind of like scratching, tapping, and stuff." And so I was like, "Okay." So that night, I just went out, like everybody went to bed, wife went to bed. I went out, sat in the hall, and I could hear the little shit coming out of the extra bedroom, like he's coming down the hall. And I was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" It's like, I couldn't hear him as well as he did, but you know, it's like a lot of times they're not making stuff up.
It's true.
Kids usually don't make up big lies unless they have a reason to. Usually kids are pretty like hard honest on everything they say. Like they come up like, "How I look today?" And you're like, "You're ugly. Your breast stinks." Like kids will just tell you the truth.
They do too. They're like, "You're fat." Like, well, gee, thanks. Need to lose weight. Okay.
Pretty much.
You need to eat more. Yeah, they're pretty honest. You're right.
I had one of those when I was little. Chelsea was her name. I quit talking to her. Mom asked for Chelsea. Said she got hit by a car. Interesting, Sam. Like, not every kid has like what they call imaginary friends, which I don't think all the time they're imaginary. I think most of the time there's something there. Like either a distant relative comes back or something like that. But yeah, they're like, for some reason, at one point in childhood, they just go away.
Yeah, see, right now, I think I have imaginary friends too, whatever. But the more people hang around me, the more stuff I do. My wife's seeing them. My brother-in-law that lives here is seeing them. I be out with other friends and all that, and they're like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "See what?" They're like, "That big old shadow right there." Because you know, a lot of times it's at nighttime, whatever, when the Sasquatch come out. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's just one of the shadow people." And people are like, "Why you call them shadow people?" and all that. It's because at nighttime, whatever, they look like a shadow, you know, when they go by. And if like you don't get into the paranormal side, that's why I like the paranormal stuff. Like, you know, how you guys do the paranormal, because doing EVPs or whatever, you can talk to them.
Right.
Doing like, you know, like the ghost balls, and like I was thinking about doing that stuff again too, because I got my equipment. Laser lights, laser grid lights, because they cloak or whatever, so they're like invisible. So if you use the ghost, that my idea was if you use the ghost equipment on them, that's how you can see them, move. And then I'm thinking,
I've had good. I have like a little tiny laser grid that I just plug
Yeah.
into my power bank. I had good responses down at the TB hospital down here in Idaho. We had that shined like on the back wall, and we kept on hearing something. In the video, you could see the dots move, like something went across it, but you can't see it.
Yeah,
It was very odd.
It breaks the beam. Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. And then I had a couple Sasquatches cloak right in front of me or whatever, and then you could see like it's almost like the Predator is what I say, because it looks like looking through like old glass or whatever. You can see the body standing there, and you can see that they're tall, like really tall. Like I couldn't believe how some were 12 to 14 foot tall, and this thing was huge, and it was just standing there in front of me. The first time I ever seen one cloak. And then, now it's like when I talk about it, people are like, have you ever seen them cloak? Yeah. To me, it's no big deal because I've seen them do it like, I don't know how many times now, probably a good dozen or so. And I had one that cloaked right in front of me and then walked behind the tree with my wife out there. I walk up to the tree and I put my hand there and you can feel it. It's cold energy, like a spirit. And then she puts her hand there and she's like, yeah, I can feel it. And then you move it away and then your hand gets warmer again because it's really hot out that day. You put your hand there again and your hand gets ice cold. I'm like, we're touching a Sasquatch, right?
Yeah. And the funny part, it's like in the paranormal world, I had a nice lady send me a video of her going out going, this is kind of odd because I kept on hearing stuff. And in one part of the video, you can see maybe like a foot and a half high little dude, like he's all green, but it's like a little dude. And I'm looking at the video, I'm like, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Because it was out there a ways in the video, so it's hard to see. She passes a little tree and she goes on the other side of it, and then you can see that shimmer, like the old like bubble glass. It's like a waviness. And then she passes another tree and it's gone. And I was like, oh yeah, that was cloaking. That was cool. Like he was going to hell out. It was amazing.
Cool. My buddy John or whatever, I don't know if he's in here, Tepelin, or I don't know how you say his last name, Tepelin or something like that. He gets in contact with them little martial metal looking people. He has them, and I know there's little people out there, whatever. There's even little people in the hot spot because Mom told me where they live at out there, and I ain't seen them, I've been wanting to see them, but I'm more focused on the Sasquatches and all that and the ghosts or whatever. But
I tell people, if you have Bigfoot makes a safe space because that is a like the highest level. Them and elementals are the biggest things in the forest. If they have an area and they make that area safe, you'll have fae, you'll have little people, you'll have old ones coming in because it's a safe space. And all of a sudden it's like all the trees start growing mad, everything will start going crazy.
I seen a tree. This is and I'm not making this up, bro. I seen a tree. It was right here. And then all of a sudden the tree got up and moved and then stopped there. And when I go out there, the tree, you can touch it. It's a tree. But how does a tree get up in one spot and move its whole itself to another spot and plant itself?
They can do that. Thank you, a gentleman, for taking care of that. I'm going to be on for a little bit longer. And that was one of the residents, as I predicted. I have to go do what a priest does.
I'm so sorry.
You got the little thing or whatever? You got to do a house?
No, the person at her home. She's in hospice at home.
Oh, okay. So you're doing that. Okay.
And
I thought maybe he was doing like a spiritual thing or something.
She called my husband, but he didn't answer. So the daughter called me and said, Mona, your husband says that you would help her go with the padre,
The creator, yep.
The creator. And so she wants me to help. And the mother has said it, get Mona. And so
Yeah, help him
I,
to the light.
I still
That's
have
hard.
time.
That's hard.
I still have time. So we, like I said, we care about our residents here, and we help them out in any way we can, you know. Financially, well, I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money, but to put food in their mouth and help them in some way, yes. But it's just a matter of time. So there I'm waiting for a couple more people to come, and then I'll go and do it. And then I have to go to the post office, drop off these gifts, not gift packages. Yes, there's some of them are gifts. And I have to go to Walmart.
Yeah, full schedule.
So, do you mind if I ask you a question about that?
Yes.
So when I was in that situation, when somebody is passing,
In there too.
in my beliefs is kind of like I think it's more Navajo, but you make a safe space and you make sure it's inside of a building for soul traders, soul eaters. They can't come in to push all the negative out, so then you can help them pass. Do you do the same kind of thing or have the same kind of worry of those things?
When I do, I have to cleanse the home, bless myself, bless the home, and then I go to the person and I'm touching their shoulders, the head, their chest, their stomach, their hips, their knees, their feet. And I'm praying over them and speaking to the Creator and Mother Earth to allow her body to go, but allow her spirit to live. And as I do this, I do it for a whole hour. Her family will be around her. And then after I do her, then I will smudge each one of them and go on and go on and go on. And then I come back to her, and I'm trying to get whatever negativity that is in her to come into me, and then continue on through her whole body back and forth. Then I go outside, and then I go around the whole house and I smudge again clockwise. After that, I'll drink water, spit, dig a hole, and allow myself whatever comes out. Then go back in the home. And then
That's why I was asking, because that what I know about that's you're to help them pass. Sometimes you do have to take on certain things, and you're actually pushing everything else out to allow that to pass.
or allows the peace to come in, and allowing as I tell her I'm doing that, she has forgiveness.
Which is
If
stepping
there's
into your life again.
if there's a name that you need to forgive, you need to say that name. You don't have to say it out loud, or you can say, I forgive, please forgive me, Jimmy, please forgive me, Marie, please forgive me, like that. And the family that's around cannot say, I forgive you, I forgive you. She has to do all the forgiving so she can pass, so the Creator can say, okay, come, my child. I am not going to allow you to be in between. And that's a lot of things. A lot of times on this earth is people are in between.
Yep.
And they're being pulled this way and they're being pulled this way because they're not understanding.
You know you're going to throw up. You know you're going to vomit. So make sure you have something to drink and something to replenish. because
she
that's
does
a hard
that.
thing. That's why I'm asking. It's like you're already like you're taking pills right now trying to heal from what you just went through. So it's kind of like I don't want to be a downer, but I worry about you when you do stuff like this. But I know you're still trying to heal up yourself.
This is my calling, and this is what I do. This is what a medicine woman does. A healer. This is not my first rodeo. And it probably will never be my last.
At least this one here, she ain't got to raise up in the air and then fall back on the bed.
I've done that. It scares me. Papa says, "What are you doing? You're leaving." He said he could see this whole shadow of me standing up and moving. I said, "I tend to do that. That's what I do when I'm on live to do the investigation with people." And when I say, like even when he goes live, I'm there. I'm not on that tree no more. I'm on a different one.
Yeah,
But I gotta feel for what has a strong energy for me to stay. And then I can able tell you, this is over there, this is over that. You got a new structure right here.
Well, she said too in a live stream, and I'm not making this up. You can watch the live stream. She says, "Mama Rainfeather's here, and when she does, you're gonna look up or whatever, and she's gonna knock snow on you or whatever." And it wasn't like 5 minutes later in the live stream or whatever, maybe a little bit longer, probably a little bit longer. But anyway, I hear a noise. I look up, and then here comes a big pile of snow down on me.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. This is what I enjoy doing this. That's why I say, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Because then it takes the draining, I'll be worse. If I'll be like stuck, but yet I'm here and I'm like, what? And I'll repeat. That's why you have to make sure you're alone in the home. My husband knows not to touch me. Even Mama Rainfeather just always tells her, do not touch her.
Well, also you're a conduit. So at that point, if somebody's touching you, if they don't know how to deal with that, they could get something that they don't even expect.
Many times he has come in the room, I felt him. And he'll say, how much longer? And I'll be here and I can hear the echo. That's what it feels. It's like an echo. And then I would have to try, and I'm trying to see if sometimes he'll watch the live so he'll know, or he'll just look at my phone and see if I'm saying something for him to answer. And half the time he just glances at the phone because I'll wear my earphones so I could talk. And I had to put tape in it and tape it up here because it broke. I don't know how it broke, but I still haven't gotten me a new one yet. That one alone cost me $79.99.
Well, I know how it broke. She was yelling at me and she yanked it out. Well, you don't want to listen anyway.
Oh, that's too funny.
No, I'm not innocent in any way, but I can still see a fool since I was good. You're supposed to. You're supposed to see yourself. You'd be surprised, Brandy. Like I say, your journey. You have a very strong aura. And you got a lot of guidance. You will able to communicate more with spirits, and they come to you. You've learned to try to block some of the negative. You're still learning how to let it block completely. That's
the hard part, because once you start talking to spirits and they realize they're there, it's like shining a floodlight up. Everything around you now knows that you hear them.
They
Yeah.
come
so
a lot more. They'll keep coming and coming and coming in like an army or whatever. Because I have that happen to me on the EVPs. I talk to one, and then the other one's like, "Oh, you can hear us," and then next thing you know, it's more and more and more, and it's
and
And
that's
also too,
why you have to
like
be
she's,
forceful. You have to control it, or it can overwhelm you.
it's also like she says, the children. Some children have, not all children. Some children will say, "Hey, there is a spirit over here, and he's not nice. You need to face it, not the child. You always have to brace that child for telling you, because you don't want any negativity or evilness trying to get to the child, because they do. Children are vulnerable. They try to attack them and get them, because our living hood has a lot of energy, spirit in us as we go to try to take care of everything. It's the strength that gets us to go. It's our mind that starts to send signals. And this is how I tell people every time: you don't listen to your body, then you're going to get hurt. You'll get
I
sick.
would also like, we know children are more open than adults
Some
easily. Like
children.
they don't even have to try half the time. Kids will just see or hear stuff.
I'm,
One thing that
I'm
people
a
don't,
witness. I'm a
they don't,
witness it because I've seen it ever since I was little, and that's how I became a healer and a medicine woman for our tribe. And I had to go to other tribals to help them, the other medicine. Mama and my grandmother and Mama Rainfeather all said, "Hey, I think this was a special child when I was born." So it goes on.
I would like to say, because people don't talk about it very much, pregnant women are the same. Because not only women have a very divine touch with nature and spirits because they can create life, then they have a baby inside them. It's a dual action. And so that's why a lot of pregnant women will have emotional outfits. They'll hear stuff. They'll be more in tune to like smells and everything else. It's like, if you know somebody's pregnant, that's also one to watch. Just put that out there.
Being pregnant, the unborn child, is what helps the mother have a better sense. It gets more of a gets out to sea.
that's why I got a good sense when I'm out there. I'm still pregnant.
Oh, am I carrying twins then?
Probably, I'm probably carrying triplets, maybe quadruplets.
Mine just I carry a keg around with me just in case I get thirsty. That's what I do.
Dansei, Oki, Aho, Jason, thank you for coming. Let me introduce myself. This is my channel, Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many people call me Mama Bear Claw. All right, gentlemen, I don't mean to cut it too tight, but I do have to prepare myself an hour before as I gather everything. Sparky, can you please put my email and Facebook? I still have dream catchers, protection medicine bags, and let me back up. Okay, protection medicine bags, $80 flat. That includes shipping, and I have made more beading, earrings, and chokers.
Jewelry. Yeah.
I also still have the one lanyard. I also have the cowboy earrings. I have I missed a thumb tap.
Those.
And I have also the small dream catchers. Yes, the hat with the rim bands for the cowboy hats. I also I have Ghost Girls hat. I've gotten this purple. I love purple. Purple in deep forest, like turquoise.
She does much kids too.
I will be, this is going to a home. I no longer have it. It is going for someone special. So I have to pack this up before.
Well, if she would have said special ed, then I knew it was coming to me, but she said somebody special.
So if you need any deep prayers, get a hold of me on my email. If you're still looking for any kind of earrings, jewelry, smudge kits, I have them too. I do thank my son, Sangha, Sparky. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad. I was hoping to have you both on today because I felt you both needed it. And I love to hear your guys' adventures and stories to share with the people in this world, to let them know there is positive people. And I do thank you all very, very much for joining me, the family in the chat room. Many blessings, love, and harmony for everyone. And let's close this up with a prayer. How's that? You guys ready? No, let me get some smudge.
Sanga's already ahead of you. He has already got his going.
Yeah, he's usually like that.
Got my pistol out, bro. Take it down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Torch.
Fire.
Oh, don't forget to include Jimmy in that.
Yes, I will. I haven't forgotten. I always pray for Lisa and her family and friends. I haven't forgotten for the last prayer she asked me. So I'm doing the loose sage that is in here because I had dropped some after squeezing the sage stick, and I don't feel like using a whole one, which I need to get a brand new one, and river water. River water.
I think you know somebody who makes those. I think you know somebody who makes those. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do. Got like 5 bindles of lavender, rosemary.
I make river water if anybody wants to buy it.
I put river water when I go and do the ceremony. She's doing cruise. River water. All right, everyone, you know the rules. I got
From a river.
Myself first. All right. Nikuana no stoje što je korijene mete kojenja konije što je kuno nakate vidite konije na ne kajete je korijene kajete ai vidi staje na kononiš je hai je konina kajete hogarna te košte ne na hai potne ja konona je vidite yo Kona o history the kina na ko o che tuka inde hako Spain e kona eta este inishkoto na leta hota inina kane ni ata ya hota eta kona ho ni stilo kote e konina la hanini nei nena koto ena na to sto koto ai nena to ana nesteo ai shi ke onene ya kaine shute nena hata wanina Tenenisto kotaishwa konaya kopandi menina konashtan este tohe iskwa JP, Konaneshtea, Konahashva, Lisha, Ikoshte, CP, Hashterna Kantani Nakayeto, Esta, Hona, Enetia, Ikoyeso, Konina, Topresta, Michelle, Yekono, Ene, Eto, Ene, Nakayeto, Okoesto, Ene, Hakone, Aite, Ikonis, Haneshwa, Hai, Kone, Amen. Okay, I ask the Creator Mother to give me the strength to do what I have to do today. I ask them, please forgive everyone's sins and to give them joyful and peace in their hearts. I pray for those who are in need, especially the one child of the Creator. He has need surgery, to stand by him. Allow the nurses and the doctors to do what's necessary, but allow him to come home, to be with his family, to speed things up if it's necessary. Either way, we have to have peace between us. If it is time, Father, please let the family know. If it's not, allow them to be together, to be them strong together. To pray, I pray over to Gigi, Ghost Girl, Sam, Sangha, Sparky, Alicia, Lisa, CP, JP, and everyone else in the chat room. But I ask of you, Father and Mother Earth, give them the journey they need to walk on. I ask Mother Earth, please allow the trees to continue to speak so we can hear them, those who have the gift. I ask God and the Creator, our Father, the Creator, to bless many channels and with theirs. Okay, who's in the chat room that is asking for prayers and will not say it, and it has to do something with a family member, not Lisa? If it's not no one in the chat room, then it's either someone that's in here because the smoke is telling me that someone really needs me to pray over them. If you're trying to connect to me and it's working, because the smoke always speaks the truth. So I will do a deep prayer for this person. But don't be afraid. It's okay to pray. I know that something is bothering you. I can feel it very strongly, and I know who it is now. But I will say this, don't worry. It's okay. I heard you call me. Okay. I will say it's a pleasure to have family and friends. And remember that we all are humans. We make mistakes. Never hold a grudge. I had to tell myself this too. But we also have to forgive others if we lapse them. But again, we have to listen. Okay?
And don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the trolls, no. They're always trolls. All right, everyone. Please take care of yourself. And if you need me, you can email me, message me, or those who have my phone number, you can text because you know I answer back. Again, I thank you all for coming and joining me and these two gentlemen. With much respect for everyone. Remember to be safe out there. protect yourself and love yourself the most. Okay? Because everybody says, Mama, Dada, I need you, Mom, I want this. No. Please. Nope. It goes for grandmas too. Brandy, baby girl, I can feel you strongly. When you have time and you want to chit chat, you know how to get a hold of me. Samantha, I think you need to take a little walk and go and talk to that tree. Let's see, who else did I pick up?
Songa, you need to get out in the woods.
Yeah. Orva's been there.
I know.
Yep, she's been there. I have my other clan.
I know you got her spying on me.
I don't have to spy.
Just keeping tabs. Just keeping tabs. That's it.
She said, "Oh, that's what he's doing. He's out in the yard till 4 a.m. doing his Halloween decorations. That's why he's not sleeping at night time."
Still waiting for my picture.
Picture. Oh, the yard.
I've seen you one.
I did send you one last year. Yes,
nice ghost.
I'll get out there and get pictures because I got to do pictures of the car too.
Yeah. Well, everyone, do well. CP, you got a sinus infection.
Oh yeah, they came here, CP. They come all the time. They come on a regular. Well, I could tell you, I guess. Mama probably don't care. When Mama was out here, Orba came here or whatever, and they were in the woods or whatever, and she met the medicine man. Well, she met the Mohawk guy that has the scar. It's kind of funny because I never told Mom what side the scar was on his face. But anyway, she met a male when she was here, and now they're kind of kicking it. So my Sasquatch from here is going there, and they're going back and forth. They're coming and they're going, and it's kind of neat. And another channel, the same thing was happening with another. Their Sasquatch were coming here, going there, mine were going there, but they got mad and blocked me and all that. But anyway, me and Mom don't care because we know they're going back and forth. And I know that they're going and coming, and she knows that hers is coming here and mine's going there. We're okay with it. You can't stop them from. That's like people telling you where you can go and where you can't go. You're grown, you do what you want. But yeah,
I agree, Randy. I agree. This is why I taught my kids when they were little. I said, you have a special gift. You're going to see things. But as you get older, some will stay with you and some isn't. And that depends on you. A couple of my children do have it. So, and that I am very, very, very proud of. They tell me many times that, Mom, I think I got a vision of something bad taste in my mouth, like something died. And I said, when you get that, try to focus, but remember, hold on something positive. And all my children have bags, and I've given it to them when they're little, and they hold it, and they'll smell it. And then Aja, she's my little crazy mouthy one, and reminds me of Mother Rainfeather too. She does. She says, I've been seeing spirits in these woods by my house and stuff, and so. And she's in Oregon. That's where I'll be going this weekend. So we were planning to leave Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come home Sunday. Gonna go see the clan over there, and I want to gift them.
Nice.
So I have to go and pray over to some people there too. So, but like I said, it's important for all of us to make sure the children are safe if they want to have that vision. And they can continue having that vision as they get older. It's just that they have to stay positive in themselves and make sure they're protected. So, all right, everyone. Those who came in late, I'm sorry. You're going to have to rewatch everything. I love you all. Many blessings to everyone. All the councilman members, thank you. Hokaneshte, Kwame. And let me see. Nista Ayashita Okona Kinya Vokaye. That is Cherokee. Pay attention. Samantha.
Oh, that was Spanish.
No. Jesus. Goodness. Yo no hablo con español.
¿No habla inglés o español?
Yo no habla español. Ni sabe. Pues no habla. I can barely speak Spanish too, but he's the one that can speak it. And his is whitewashed too, as he says. So
She knows how to speak Spanish. Tacos, burritos, enchiladas.
Chile carrado.
I was gonna say I only know the bad words.
She's talking food.
No, when I went to Sanga's house, I did cooking, and I like to be the only one in the kitchen, or you can watch from there. I don't mean to push anybody out of the way, but if you want to watch, you have to watch on that side of the stove, because I'm used to just doing it myself. I don't measure, never have. And I just put it together, and I was trying to show Sangha and Alicia and Jackie, and I just felt smothered when everyone was in it, the kitchen. But I had made tamale pie. I had made chile verde. They really liked that, and the tamale pie. Then I had made what is the first night we had pizza. The second night we went grocery shopping. We got enchiladas. Made homemade beans the way I make them, where my mom taught me. A jalapeno in it with some onions,
which is good like that.
And then I smashed them. I like to eat them whole with the juice still, and you don't really have to put hot sauce or anything, because the jalapeno makes
care of it.
Yeah, it gives it
but
a
it's
little
mild.
spice.
It's not spicy.
Right. It's able to where you can eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And then to, put cheese. I believe using cheese, believe me. Enchiladas we had chicken, and put onion, cilantro, and cheese inside to roll it up. And then I made my sauce. So I enjoy cooking. I really do. Let's see. I'm thinking about coming back there. I was thinking maybe early December, but I'm not sure about the snow.
It's cold. Snow is crazy.
Yeah. Because then I like to be barefoot.
Snow in Oregon is not bad. What are you talking about? It's like a couple feet.
In Michigan, this one here's like, you can't be barefoot out here. I'm barefoot. I like to be barefoot. And I do. I walk in those woods barefoot.
She took her shoes off and was walking barefooted, stepping on rocks, and I'm like, ow, ow. I'm like, well, you're the one that wants to walk barefooted.
I've always have, even when I want to get down with Mother Earth to do my ceremonies. Yeah.
She did. She might have hugged a tree. She might have touched the tree. She might have. She did all her stuff.
I got touched by a satanga.
I can't believe you guys, when we were walking out, nobody smelled the sage. Like, literally, we were walking out. We got to the end, and right when we were going, where I seen that cigarette pack raised up in the air and then drop on a live stream. Right there where the spirits are, there was a big old whiff of strong, like somebody was burning it right in your face. And I'm like, nobody smells the sage. Everybody walked through there. Nobody's like, no, we didn't smell nothing. And then it's kind of funny because all of a sudden I got hit with a big old whiff of sage. I don't know if that was kind of weird.
You needed it. You needed it. All right. Well, it is time to come to an end because I got to get myself ready. Love you all. Please have a good day. We'll be calling you Smokey instead of Sparky. All right, everyone. Many blessings. Have a good day.
All right, see you later, Smokey. Sparky. Bye, Mama.
Bye, baby.
Catch you guys later.
Bye-bye.